Today you will get a different perspective on my daily podcast. Well, guess why? Because my storage ran out on my iPhone, so my backup camera that was recording on my right took care of the rest. I hope you guys enjoy. If you're a dad, you play a really important part in your child's life.
Welcome to the JesseAF show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to my daily podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbohlin and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Sunday, June 16th, 2019, episode 126 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode. So please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. So, if you are a dad out there, it is Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to you, because you are an important part of your child's life, just like the moms out there. But I did an episode for the moms not too long ago, and now it's time for the dads. Yeah, you guys are really, really important to the life of your child. I mean, no matter what you're doing with your life, even if you are away from the house all the time, or you are a stay-at-home dad, you are important. No matter what it is, you're always going to be important. And it's just underrated. It really is underrated how much work a dad puts in, along with how much work a mom puts in, of course. But moms, they get all the credit, you know? It's like, oh man, I don't know how you do this. It's just crazy. Those kids are amazing. But you dads, you're important too. And you do make a big impact in your kids' lives. Because guess what? The kids learn a lot from you too. I mean, it's nuts how important you are. Because for a family to be strong, it takes two strong people to lead them, right? But it takes order and it takes so much. And a dad brings something else to the field. He brings a different dynamic from what the mom brings. He is more of, well, I mean, this really depends on personality in general. So if you're more of a type A personality as a dad or as a guy, then you'll bring more of the strict kind of, that's not good. You shouldn't be doing that, and then if you're more of the sensitive kind of dad that's more empathetic, then then you bring that to the field. Sure. And there has to be that balance between the mom and the dad, because the mom has to be really empathetic or the dad has to be really empathetic, and one of them has to be really strict, because it's just how life works, right? You have to have that balance of nice, good cop and then bad cop, where it's like, you gotta go to jail, that kind of thing. But you have to get your punishment. You're gonna have a week's worth of just work around the house that you have to do now, and there's that important factor of life. And when the dad is in play, if he's one of those type A personalities, that kid is gonna learn, or those kids, they're gonna learn a lot of that type A personality stuff from him, the cold stuff. You have to do this or else, and that's just kind of how life goes. You have to learn by doing from the dad, when the dad is doing different things, that's important. Like, let's say my dad, for instance, he is a woodworker, so he showed me how to be a woodworker. And along with my mom, she was a quilter, so she taught me different things. But it's okay, a little noise. So when he was woodworking, he would teach me how to cut things with a saw, and he'd push the boundaries a little bit. Oh, he's a kid, he'll be fine. He knows what to do. He's smart. He's not gonna cut his finger off. I taught him how not to cut his finger off. So you use these saws, and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you letting them use saws? And it's dangerous. They're going to cut each other with these saws, and it's like, nah, they're fine. They're kids. They'll be fine. If they cut each other, we're gonna figure it out. But like, you just go into everything in life where you're just taking risks and you're trying to teach your kid the best things that you can teach them, and whatever you do in your life, in your daily life, where you're teaching your kid whatever it is that you're teaching them, they're learning a lot from you. They're learning a lot from what you do every single day, what your routine is, what you dress like, and they learn all that from you. And then as they get older, you start really realizing that they're really becoming more like you. And I see that a lot with my own dad. I look at him and I'm like, you know what? I kind of do the same thing. I'm always out, and I'm always trying to meet new people and make more connections, and he has so many connections. At the same time, he's so well-rounded in so many different things. He knows just about everything. I mean, it's a little nuts how many things he knows. But I got that from him, you know? I love learning new things all the time. I'm always interested in trying to figure out everything. I'm very analytical with how I look at things, and that helps me a lot in my daily life with just looking at risk assessment, and is that a good risk to take? And I don't know, it feels like I got more of the type A personality side of me from him, where I'm more in control of different things, like leadership qualities, I guess you could say, where you are on top of things, where you are let's say very data specific. So you gotta make sure that you're doing stuff that is good and that has good results, right? And I feel like I get that a lot from him, and the whole idea of just looking at the mathematical side of everything, that's more my dad than my mom, because my mom is more creative, more empathetic, more artistic, and my dad, he's a lot more cut dry, you know, kind of thing. And I learned how to draw from him pushing me past my boundary, because let's go back in time, because my dad, when I was learning how to draw, he would draw a little outline of a pickup truck for me. I would ask him to do it, and I would be like, hey, can you draw an outline for a pickup truck again for me? Because I want to make it three-dimensional like you taught me. And he was like, okay. And then after like maybe 4 times of me asking him, because he was getting tired of just drawing a pickup truck for me, he was like, well, why don't you draw the pickup truck this time? You think I can do that? Yeah, go ahead. Go do it. And then I did it. And it was like, you know what? I can do it. And he's always taught me that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And if I wanted to do something, I can do it. And I will always have the tools, the resources to be able to do that, because he gave me that ability to have the tools, the resources, the time to do whatever I could do with my life. And I learned so much of that from him. And along with my geek stuff, he loves his computers just as much as I do. And if he was any younger, he'd probably still be into the whole computer game and like, you know, oh, this, that, oh, I'm going to upgrade my PC, do this stuff, put a new graphics processor, whatever it is. If he was more into that stuff, then he would be doing that now. But he played with computers when he was young, and I love computers, and I feel like I adapted that, or got that love of computers from him. And those things count. They're important too. I mean, yeah, moms, they're amazing. They do a lot. They physically have to endure the pain of giving birth to a kid. I mean, yeah, that's a lot, but dad is important too, and dads are undervalued a lot. And it's so important to look at both sides of everything, because yeah, women are right, but men are right too. We all deserve equality, and equality in a household is perfect. It is the perfect balance when everyone is balancing each other out, where mom is this way and then dad's that way. They're kind of negative, but at the same time they come together to be a positive. It's so important. It's so important for that family dynamic to play into each other. And then the kids learn from the parents in that way too, because they learn everything that they can from them. And it's so important. I mean, I cannot say how much more important it is. Life is crazy, and I cannot wait for the day that I can be a dad to that one kid, or maybe two kids. I don't know. I don't want to go crazy now, but but I think that would be awesome. I want to be that teacher. I want to be that wise guy that knows everything to them, and they always can go to me for any type of answer, and I would love to be able to just answer every single question that they ever had. And I want that. I want that ability to just be a powerhouse of knowledge for my kids, or a kid, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, no matter what they like. I want to experience what they like. I want to live life understanding them, and that's so powerful. If anything, I'm doing the same thing with my podcast. I'm looking out for all of you. I'm trying to give you some good advice. I'm trying to just push it forward, and maybe you're going to push it forward. And I love that. Maybe you're going to teach your kids if you have kids. Maybe you're going to learn from me and then become a better person as you grow up, or whatever it is. Maybe. But I hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. It's so important to do these podcasts. And to all the dads out there, thank you for being a great dad. And to my dad, I love you and thank you for being my dad. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.